Everyone says you must keep growing your mind or having a growth mindset. But what do you do when the world around you is changing more than what your mind is? The thing is that you upgrade a little and then you see that, oh, something new has come, isn't it? So now is the time that we need to learn, unlearn, and relearn because we are living in the world of AI, isn't it? When I was a kid, my parents used to tell me, Beta, you can become anything you want. In 2025, parents tell their kids, you can become anything you want, but please become fast or else AI will become. So that's where this mindset agility ticks in. What happens when the world grows faster than what you think? That is the real challenge, isn't it? These days, jobs change every 2 years. Skills expire every 18 months. And LinkedIn makes people look more successful than they actually are. So how do you deal with all that? Are we not good enough? Are we not doing it? Can we keep up? The problem is that, like over here I've written that, that we have, our mind is slower than the Wi-Fi that we use many a times. The thing is that Google has become our national sport, isn't it? And now not even that. We ask ChatGPT and it will give us answers like that topper in the class who knows everything. And it even knows your next question, including your next questions. Isn't it? ChatGPT is able to even flirt better on dating apps than what humans used to do. Now, with all this happening around, somewhere there is a lot of fidgeting going around with our mind. So what we need is mindset agility. When I say mindset agility, any sorts of behavior changes with your habits, with your reactions, with how you are working ahead. For example, if I'm talking about assertiveness, I want to be more assertive. I want to get things done in a way where nobody feels bad. Now, everybody, let me know if you have ever heard or said this statement. Please don't mind, but can I tell you something? If you don't feel otherwise, can I tell you something? The moment you say, please don't mind, please don't feel otherwise, you are giving them a disclaimer that whatever I'm going to, you might not like it. Isn't it? Yes, no, maybe. So what happens is, how nice it would be if I could speak in a way where I don't need to give this disclaimer. I don't need to wipe what the other person will think about what I'm saying. That is assertiveness. So practice that sort of communication, how I can be myself, how I can be open, say what I actually feel, and the other person understands and comprehends it in the very same way. How simple is that? But how will that happen? That will happen by constant communication, learning how to empathize with people. Now, the problem with empathy is sometimes we overdo it, sometimes we don't do it at all. So basically, everybody should be an empath, but be mindful that there are 3 stages of empathy: cognitive, emotional, and compassionate. So cognitive empathy is, oh, something happened, I feel about it. That is cognitive. When you feel a little deeper connection to somebody or some challenge, that becomes an emotional empath. Then you become an emotional empath. And when you not only feel and you not only empathize so much and you put yourself into that person's shoes, you even walk a mile and you take compassionate steps to help the other person. So realize when to do what. Use your mindset agility in that part. Because what we do, we sometimes pour on wrong cups. We sometimes invest our time into wrong people. So we need to have that filter. Team, I want all of you to understand. In your house, we all have a window. Now, if we want sunlight, it is coming through that window. If we want fresh air, it is coming out through that window. But that same window will sometimes bring a foul smell also, will sometimes bring mosquitoes also. So it is up to us to have that filter in our minds, what we should, allow inside and what we should not. When I want sunlight, I will open the drapes. When I don't want them, I will close the drapes. When I don't want mosquitoes, I will put the net. When I don't care if they enter, I'll open the net. That same switch you have to have. That will happen when you have self-observation. Now, what we can do in this world is, first of all, understand that we feel that they are doing very good. She's in a good job. He's in a good life. But the thing is that people think that growth happens only when life is smooth. But the real growth happens when you get a negative feedback, when your project fails, when your boss rejects your ideas, when you feel you are lost in the career. Only after that, there is an after party in your mind where you understand what is actually happening. Now, many of us say, I never used to do it that way, When I was in college or when I was in charge, I didn't do it that way. But you know what? That is a phrase which has headed down through ages of corporate meetings as well. And nobody's trying to teach old monkeys new tricks. But AI has changed the new order and leaving us with only what humans can do. That is, think creative, adapt fast, and become emotionally intelligent. Isn't it? So you see, mindset agility is not about I don't know this. It is about I don't know this yet. Get it? I don't know this yet. I don't know. I may not now, but I will know it. I will figure it out. If A can do it, I can do it. If B can do it, well, then I can do it again. That's how you're supposed to think. Recently, I was, a few months ago, I was taking a training on adaptability. And a very senior person told me that I've been doing this for 20 years. Why do I need to change now? So I told him, your 20 years of experience is phenomenal. But unfortunately, the world has changed 40 times ever since. So that is why. And he said, he was quite sincere when he said, fair point. And the day 2 of the meeting, he came and he told me, you know what? Last night, I asked my kid to teach me how to use GPT. So that is mental agility, when you're ready to take it. Now, how you can work on it? First of all, practice reflection. Ask, what is another way to see this? How else can I see this? Seek discomfort. Nothing grows in comfort zone. So step into unfamiliar projects and technologies. Don't try to be the know-it-all person. Instead, try to be the learn-it-all person. All right? And use feedback loops. Sometimes we are hungry for feedback, but we don't get it at the right time. Be shameless and ask for feedback. I want feedback. Leverage as AI as a thinking partner and not a threat. We are supposed to be curious, not furious. Isn't it? And unlearn like it's a detox. There are a lot of habits. There are old titles, old assumptions. Just let them go like a heavy jewelry piece in your neck. Just remove it and throw it away. Collaborate with technology. Don't compete with it. That is, AI is your intern. All right. It's not going to take your job. Take it at that. Take it as that way. It's just going to help you make work faster in a more efficient way. And keep your ego in an airplane mode. It should always be in an airplane mode. Nothing should affect that aura of yours. How you can work on it is pick a skill and work on it every 15 days. Okay, I'm trying assertiveness. Okay, I'm trying efficient communication. You will shock yourself. Trust me, you all will shock yourself. So the takeaway is that mindset agility is not about predicting the future. It is about staying ready for whatever it is. Bring it on. That is mindset agility. Because in the era of AI, it is not the strongest, it is not the smartest. It is the one who thrives to be mentally agile. So, yes, if I keep learning, I will keep learning even if AI is faster than me. If we stay curious, if we stay collaborative, if we stay courageous, AI won't replace us. It will indeed raise us. So next time, when life or technology or updates, anything comes overnight, don't freeze, just smile, stretch your thinking a bit and say, challenge accepted. So take this talk as your mindset agility program is just here to install. Click install to reboot it, just do that right now and start over. Thank you.